Hi, I'm Dave Mack. In this and the next video, I'm discussing what is the third most important question you should ask before starting a home-based business. What's the third most important question you should ask before you start, whether it's an MLM or any other type of business? Face the person with whom you are considering partnering. Look this person right in the eye and ask this question. If I join your organization in your MLM company, precisely what should I be selling? The products or the business opportunity? In fairness to the person upon whom you lay this question, I must point out that it's a heck of a trick question, and my answer may surprise you. Arguments have been made for either approach, and some people think it's merely a matter of style or preference. For example, I personally represent a highly respected nutrition company whose products have provided significant benefits for more than half a century to many people, including me. I got started in my business because these products first got rid of my sinus migraine headaches. I've now been headache-free for over 20 years. So I started because I was first impressed with the products before I considered the business. Or I could tell you about a friend of mine who, believe it or not, actually got totally well from advanced multiple sclerosis using these same products. She's been 100% well for over 20 years. I could go on and on. So a case could be made that if products work this well, shouldn't we approach prospects by first talking about the products? The logic here is that once someone gets excited by the story, this person will try the products, experience great benefits, and then decide to tell others who will tell others. That's the lead with the products approach. It's often favored by women involved with nutritional products who think they can heal the world and raise the dead. Not to be sexist, but let's face it, women tend to be nurturers and they want to help everyone feel better and look better. Nothing wrong with that. But this approach often devolves into a retail type of business where one accumulates customers one at a time or a few at a time at parties, with business growth hampered by the rate at which one can tell the story. Since products are the main focus, often the power of the multi-level compensation plan is ignored or slighted. Then there's the other line of thinking, often championed by men who think that what excites everyone, regardless of health interests or lack thereof, is the desire to earn money and be financially free to lead their lives the way they want. I could tell you story after story about friends of mine who got started in the company I represent not because they gave a hoot about their health, but they wanted to get out of their ugly job and build a better life. They built humongous 6- and 7-figure incomes by leading with the business opportunity. They latched onto the power of the multi-level compensation plan and prospected their way through humanity one person at a time, looking for people who wanted to get out of the rat race and stop chasing the cheese. When they found these people, they taught them how to prospect for more people like themselves, creating an expanding organization. What's interesting about this approach is that leading with the business has unexpected benefits. First, in any legitimate MLM company, no money is earned just from recruiting, but only when the company's consumable products, not training materials, are consumed. So in our example, the guys I just mentioned were required to purchase the company's nutritional products as part of the deal, and they ended up becoming big fans of the products, discovering after the fact, yes, these products really work. This in turn increased their belief in the validity of the entire business model, and they became even better recruiters. Secondly, the fact that everyone in their growing downline organization also had to use the products meant that in the end, by not leading with the products, but rather selling the power of the multi-level compensation plan, they ended up getting far more people using the products than those who were leading with the products. To put a fine point on it, who helped the most people with their health? The person selling the products and moving $50 or $100 or even $10,000 worth of products per month? Or the person selling the business opportunity and building a downline organization that's moving a couple $1 million worth of products per month? Now, I know that every rule has an exception, but from my personal experience, every MLM business leader I know who earns over $400,000 a year, every one of them leads with the business, not the products. So now we come back to the third most important question you should ask before partnering with an MLM leader. If I join you, precisely what should I be selling? The products or the business opportunity? You may think that my answer will be the business opportunity. And for the most part, if you want a large business, you would be correct. Here's where I said this is a trick question. The answer is, it all depends on the circumstances. In this internet age, it's far easier to create the circumstances you want in order to achieve the goals you want. However, you need to be flexible based on the individual circumstances at any given moment. For example, suppose you invest in our Raiders VIP Cracking the Whip training program. You want to build your business on the internet, but let's say you're in a nutritionally based MLM. You meet someone in a restaurant who has a disease, and you believe you can help this person to improve her health. When this happened to me, I did not talk to her about how to build a business on the internet. I asked questions, found out about her health and needs, and then I led with the products as a solution to her needs. So the first answer to the question, what should I be selling, is sell whatever your prospect needs or wants, if you can provide it. I'll repeat that. You should be selling whatever your prospect needs or wants. Who is your prospect? Don't say everyone. The days of the 3-foot rule are over. You know, if you come within 3 feet of someone, hold a mirror under his nose, and if it fogs, he's a prospect. Trust me, most people do not have a strong entrepreneurial spirit. If you want to build a big MLM business with a huge downline, doesn't it make sense that your best prospect will be someone who also wants to build a large business? If you want to win big, stop trying to raise the dead. The cemetery is not full of people actively trying to build a business, with the possible exception of the people who own the cemetery. What I mean is, stop pestering people about your business, including your friends and family. It's obnoxious, it's not fun, and it's a very inefficient use of your most valuable resource, your time. In this age of the internet, successful men and women are learning that the pathway to rapid and exciting growth is blazed by learning how to not be an obnoxious pest, but rather an invited guest. Do you imagine that it would be not only easier, but a lot more fun to have people contacting you about your business rather than you pestering one uninterested person after another in the mad search for the next entrepreneurial winner? My friend Gary Burke says, if you want to be successful, look for people who want what you want and will do what you do. But this leads to the real question. Where do you find more people like you? Or more importantly, is it possible to have these people find you? Would you like to learn how to be hunted rather than the hunter? To learn how to attract others like yourself to you, we need to answer a question that I've been asking for over 20 years. First, as background, do you know who founded McDonald's, the hamburger chain? The man's name is Ray Kroc. So here's the big question. What was Ray Kroc selling? In my next video, I'll answer this question and discuss how it provides the definitive answer to the question we posted in this video. If you want to build a large and successful MLM home business, what should you be selling? Stay tuned. Until then, I'm Dave Mack, the Internet Marketing Man with a Hat.